Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Destiny Godly, your resident chocolate bae. Welcome back to my channel. On today's issue of chocolate chips, where I give you chocolate chips and makeup tips. I don't really have any chocolate chips, I'm sorry. Just makeup tips.
Get some help.
Today's video is going to be all about makeup oxidization. It is so annoying. It is the bane of every makeup wearer's existence, trust me. But I have a few tips that you guys can use to help you alleviate such a heavy, harsh oxidization. So what is makeup oxidization? It's pretty much like when you take a beautiful avocado and you cut it open and 2 minutes later it's brown. It's when the oxygen hits your skin with the makeup and the chemicals and your pH balance, everything gets together and turns your makeup super red or super orange. And there are a few ways that you can alleviate this, just like sticking your avocado in some orange juice or some lime juice. There are ways. So number one, use a makeup primer. A makeup primer helps to create a barrier between your skin and the makeup. Okay, whether it's a matte primer or a pore filling primer or some type of nourishing primer, use a primer and try not to use too much oil on your makeup. Okay, a lot of you guys are using an oil-free makeup and then adding the oil, or using an oil-based makeup and then adding the oil and then dropping an oil. Honestly, if you guys follow me on Instagram or if you guys listen to anything I say anywhere, you'll know that I have had it with this oil trend. Now, believe me, I know the benefits of using oil on your skin in skincare, but you guys are ODing. You're the freak D'ing, okay? Stop it. My next tip is your foundation. I know sometimes when you find a foundation match, you're like, oh my God, it matches my skin perfectly. This is amazing. Sometimes finding that perfect match means go up a shade. Go to that shade that's almost your perfect match, but it's a pinch lighter, because your makeup will tend to oxidize and will tend to get darker. Sometimes if you're using a shade that's your exact shade and it oxidizes down, it can get a little bit darker. So that's just a tip for some of you. For other women, I will definitely say make sure that your foundation is oil-free if it needs to be. Okay, so with that being said, also how you set your foundation plays a huge role in whether or not your makeup is going to not only oxidize, but oxidize harshly. Okay, stop setting your foundation with a foundation. There, I said it. Oh, I had to get it off my chest, honey. You guys are setting your foundation with a foundation and I don't get it. If your foundation gave you all the coverage you need, if your foundation did everything in its power to be good to you and you just had to go out and get another foundation, why? Why? I don't get it. Set your foundation with a setting powder, a translucent setting powder that has a little bit of pigmentation that is going to set your makeup, but not also get together and create some type of crazy oxidization party on your face. You get it? I hope you guys get it. I have a whole video that I just did yesterday on setting your makeup, bronzing, priming, all the things that I'll just have a whole list of videos in my bottom bar. Check these videos out, you guys. You guys are always asking me questions and I'm like, I just did a video on that. I just answered that question. I'll have links in the bottom bar. Check these things out. The next thing is blotting. I see people put makeup on their face, makeup, and then they go right to powder. If you have oily skin or if you're using a creamy makeup product, or if your foundation brings a little excess oil out of your skin, blot it. Blot it before you powder. Blot your set face before you use finishing powder. This is going to take all the excess oil out of the foundation, out of your skin, and it's going to make the whole process just look better and wear better. So trust me, whether you blot with tissue or a blotting paper or a napkin, your sleeve, blot your face like you blot your pizza, get rid of that excess oil. It's going to do you so much justice. Another thing I'll say is that sometimes when I do my makeup, I will choose the center tone of my face, which is a little bit lighter than the rest of my body, and then I'll go around the edges with like contour and bronzer and just make sure the center of my face is a smidge brighter. As you can see now, how I'm working it, honey. I'll do that with a concealer sometimes, and then I'll add powder, and that really helps to keep at least the center of my face from oxidizing. Now, if everything around the edge gets a little bit darker, that's good, because it's gonna make my foundation look more natural. It's gonna make my face look like it has dimension, and I don't mind, you know, have I had lipstick on my teeth this whole video? You guys never tell me anything, you know, that's, you know, I really hope I didn't, but I probably did. But seriously, I hope that these tips are helpful to you. I have a little list here that I made especially for you guys because I get this question all the time. And personally, I don't deal with oxidization. I'm looking at my face now.
Stop it. Get some help.
I don't deal with it because I set with a translucent powder. I usually use warm saffron, which is similar to my skin tone, but a shade or two lighter. Or I use cool beige, which is way lighter than my skin, but translucent. Okay, the foundations that I usually use are my skin tone or a shade up. But even when I match perfectly, I'm setting properly, I'm blotting. And the last tip, I almost forgot, bring it right back in, is to make sure your pH balance is good. Make sure you're drinking water, make sure you're not too acidic, honey. Get a little vinegar in your body, you know, shake it up. Make sure you're cleansed. Make sure, you know, you're on the up and up health-wise as much as you can be, because sometimes that's the issue. Okay, guys, you have been checked, honey. Well, you know, you have been chipped, honey. Chocolate chip makeup tips for the chocolate girl, for the honey dip. All right, guys, so I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the bottom bar if this has helped you. If you've tried any of these, if you watched this video and then you went and did your makeup and you tried my tips, let me know if it's working for you.
Stop it.
As always, I want to thank you so much for commenting, rating, and subscribing. I'll be in touch, and hopefully you'll do the same. Bye, guys.